I recently had a conversation with Tom Jensen. He's the CEO of FREYR Battery on their battery technology and business strategy. Now, you can find a link to that interview in the comments section below. But in this part of our discussion, we pulled back a little bit to talk about the broader market opportunity with renewables and how recent geopolitical events have provided a financing opportunity to bring battery production to European and US markets. Take a look.
We've seen, especially in the auto market, this race to develop a lot of the battery technology. And can you just talk a little bit about the market opportunity here? Because obviously it goes way beyond just the auto sector.
Absolutely. So first of all, thank you for having us. So we're a Norwegian company founded on the premise of let's call it decarbonized batteries can be the core catalyst for decarbonizing transportation, but not only transportation, but also energy systems globally. Because as you know, roughly 20%, 20 to 30% of the energy systems globally today are renewable, which means that 70 to 80% is non-renewable. And of course, making a lot of electric vehicles, as one example, and charging them with non-renewable energy kind of defies the purpose. So putting a lot of solar and wind into the system will create an intermittent power system and create a lot of stress on the existing infrastructure. And that will require a lot of storage. And lithium-ion batteries are actually suitable for that. So we think batteries is the new oil. We think that many are sort of talking about that in that way. We think it's the new sort of source of energy, but it fundamentally needs to be built and powered by renewable energy if it's going to sort of meet the intention, as it were, that it was based upon. So we're quite excited about that. We will be delivering battery solutions into all main market verticals, including transportation, but also to energy systems and energy storage systems specifically. And that's why we have already announced agreements with the likes of Honeywell and Koch Strategic Platforms in the US, etc., to, in a way, replicate what we're doing in Norway to also include a number of US large companies that are seeing it the same way as we are doing.
Yeah, because we had this big market disruption with the pandemic, and then of course the conflict with Russia, Ukraine. I mean, it seems like just the right opportunity to really develop this technology in a market that is not Asia, really.
Yeah, so I think, energy security is going to be a big topic. It's always been a big topic, but it's going to be an increasingly big topic. I think you will see, unfortunately, maybe a larger degree of regional self-interest, because you need to avoid energy poverty. And then you need to ensure that the energy you produce is actually not more of what has created problems in the first place, but gradually transitioning to something that is clean. And we believe lithium-ion batteries and next generation lithium-ion batteries is the core catalyst in that regard. We actually think this transition can happen a lot faster than most people think. We're already seeing signs of this by adoption curves of electric vehicles is going much faster. Energy storage systems in the US grew 3 to 4 times last year. And we project it to continue to grow at that pace. And at that pace, you can, move away from a fossil-based energy system and basically unlock a lot more solar and wind into the power grids without creating congestion, so to speak, in those grids. Yeah. So we're super excited about it. We will be producing batteries in Norway, in Finland, and in the United States. That's at least our initial ambition, and it'll make us into one of the larger Western Hemisphere kind of producers of batteries. We are on track to start up our first facility later this year in Norway, and then we will just go from there.
Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below and hit the subscribe button to get more videos like this. We'll see you next time.